record this so I can send it to you as well. Okay, Brooke.
Okay,
Yeah,
that'd be
this is
great.
what we got over. So did that we have it for reference. When you're finished, oh, I'm sorry. If you want them to clock in and out for lunch, for meals, whatever the case is, no problem. So they can start a meal right here. They're off to relax. Okay.
Okay,
Now the
that's
nice
cool.
thing is, yeah, it just makes it easy to do, and our clocks have what we call punch logic features, and this is basically what that means. Cheryl cannot clock in again. She can't clock out. The only thing that she's going to be able to do is end her meal. Okay, is what she's going
Okay.
to be able to do. Now let me ask you. One of the things that I didn't clarify: do we need to uh, it, do they work amongst different departments or go amongst between different jobs or anything of that nature during the day, or we're
Not
just looking
jobs.
at it for this? Okay, perfect. Okay, no
So
problem. Go ahead.
there might be a small percentage because we do have regional markets. There might be a small percentage where they'll work at a store to cover. So they'll work at a
Okay,
different department, but never a different job.
no problem. If you want me to, for those folks, I won't do it now, but what you can do, let me give you another example here of just logging into a different one. So I have the ability, if you want me to I just want to show you what I can do here. I just want to give you an idea what I can do if you would like. So what I can do is I have the ability to hit a transfer right here. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a different demo account. And then I can put location, whatever you want, store, whatever you'd like to do. And then it can be a drop down for those folks that you can have them select where they go. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to, we can do that at any time just for those folks. So I can do it for certain groups of people is what I have the ability to do. So it
Okay.
would only be for those folks that you specify again if you need this. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I won't do it in this one, but I just want to let you know I can do that for you.
Okay, that
Okay.
would be great.
So,
Yeah.
so anyway, it makes it nice and easy. So now they'll be able to see their punches. They'll be able to see what's going on. They'll be able to transfer if needed. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
perfect.
with that said, again, Cheryl can't do anything but end her meal. Now it's probably going to kick me out because I went over to that other demo. Oh no, I didn't. So now I know my meal's done. It's very simple and very easy for me to be able to see. Okay. Now,
Okay.
the other nice thing is if you want to, I know you have this already in Bamboo, you can send messages to your folks, but you can
Mhm.
also do it in here if you would like. Okay?
Okay.
So maybe for performance reviews, whatever the case is, maybe just to send out messages to whatever locations, you have the ability to send messages to them.
Okay.
So again, very easy, very simple to do. Now, the other item that they'll be able to do is they'll be able to see their time card here. Okay. So yesterday, 8 hours. Okay. And then today, basically what's going to happen is that right now she's clocked in. Okay.
Mhm.
So again, it's just letting me know that that's what's happening right now. How about if I go to the right day? Here we go. She's clocked in here. Okay. So
Okay.
Tuesday the 15th. Now, if I click on this, this is going to let me know. I came in kind of late, obviously, 12:04. She had her meal for 0.04 hours, and now she's clocked in here. Okay. So again,
Okay.
easy for me to be able to see as the employee. One of the other things they can do, and I don't need to put this in there, but some folks do like this, is I have the ability to add notes. So maybe something happened. Maybe she had to leave for an emergency, left for emergency for 20 minutes, whatever. They have the ability to put notes on here. Maybe there's something that you need to put in here for, for business reasons, whatever the case is, you can put those right in here if you would like. Okay.
Perfect.
So again,
Yeah.
just FYI, you can do that if you would like to. Okay. And if you want to, you don't have to, you can have the employees approve their time cards. I just put it in here, but if you don't need them to approve it, we won't worry about it. This button will
We
be
prefer
gone.
that. We prefer
Perfect.
that for accountability reasons. Like if they forgot to
Perfect.
put in PTO or approve their time card, it's not my fault, it's theirs. So it's
I'm
kind of,
with you, Brooke.
yeah,
I'm with
yeah.
you.
I've
Kind of
seen
like
many
we,
people. Yeah,
and I know it's kind of what we said. You're doing everything, so gosh, the more
yeah.
accountability we can put on them, the better, right?
If you can't assure that you pay your own self right, not my problem.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
But I like
So
that you
easy
guys
to
have
be
that
able to do.
feature. That's a
Yep,
good feature. Yeah.
very easy to do. So there's no hours in the last one, but it's really simple. I'm going to approve it,
Okay.
and now this is going to turn green, and now they'll know as the employee that I've already approved this time period.
Okay, that's cool.
When,
Yeah.
when I go to the next one, again, I'm waiting to approve it here is what I'm waiting to do. So again, very simple, very easy for me to be able to see. Okay? So far, so good on the employee portion. Pretty straightforward, Brooke.
Yep.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do is, let me put this in place because I know you asked about this, so I forgot to put this in while we were talking. So I'm going to fix this real quick. There we go. And now okay, here we are. So the other thing that we can put in here is their schedule as well. Okay?
Yep.
So I know you asked me about that. So here's their schedule. I don't have anything right now in here, but I'll show you how to do it in a minute. Okay?
Okay.
But let me go into this guy right here because he has a schedule, and this one's going to kick me out. Oh, no, here we go. So just to give you an idea, 8 to 12, 12 to whatever. I have it all listed right here. Okay? So it makes it nice and easy for me to be able to see. Okay? So again, I want to make it easy for the employee to see these items. So again, the dashboard to clock in and clock out, the time card, and their schedule. Now on yours, you notice I don't have time off on Cheryl's here because we're not going to use that in the system. Okay? So again, so we're not going to have the buttons here that are going to confuse people. We're just going to have the buttons that are applicable to you.
But if Cheryl was to go to her time card and she already had requested time off and it's approved, is it going to stick on her time card for her to approve?
It is.
Okay.
It's going to stay, yep, it'll be right on here. Now you're going to do the approvals through, you're going to do that through there. So just to give you an idea, so see, I had an approved day for 8 hours here for Halloween. See, because he needs to take off Halloween because that's an important day to him. So
yeah, but that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay.
Perfect. So right here, the 22nd. Okay. So again, very easy, very simple for the employee to be able to see. All righty. So pretty straightforward on the employee portion. Being able to clock in and clock out here, being able to see their punches here and approve their time cards. And again, they're going to have access to historic data here. So we'll keep this in here forever. So they're always going to be able to see their time here.
Okay.
Be able to see. Okay. And then the last thing, they'll be able to see their schedules. And I'll show you in a second how to put those in. Okay. But very simple, very easy to do. Okay. Pretty straightforward on the employee portion, Brooke?
Yeah, it's very straightforward. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let me show you what it looks like from your point of view so you kind of know what's happening here. Now, when you log in, what you're going to see is this is your portal, that this is the administrator. Now, bear in mind, you only have 2 employees in here. So you have 1 employee that's working, 1 employee that's clocked out right now.
So,
okay.
Really quick, my portal looks a lot different. It looks back end, like very back end.
Yeah. So this is the beginning, because I'm going to turn this on when you go in. So now this is turned on. So this is the first thing that's going to come up here. Okay. Now let me show you what it looks like on your side, because you're right. Remember that punch note that was put in that I put on Cheryl's time card? See, it shows it right here. So you can click on this right here and you can pull up all the notes if you want to that are on the card. Okay. And then also what it's going to show you, if you have any missing punches, it'll show right there for the pay period is what it will do. Okay. Now, one of the other things that I'll set up for you, that we're going to set up for you, it's not too bad with 2 employees in here, but when you have multiple employees, there's an email that comes out. It's called a daily auto email. That will be sent to you, and you will know. It'll let you know who has missing punches, who's approaching overtime, those type of things. So you'll know daily what's going on. Okay?
So it's not real time?
You can do it real time if you want to. This one we just send out every day to you. It's just, we just generate it every day for you. Yeah, you can look at the information real time anytime. So let me show you.
So would I get a notification? Would I get a notification?
Yes, you would. You would.
In real time. Like, so if an employee is 15 minutes late, it would.
I see what you mean. Yes, yes, you would have that, and I don't have the scheduling set up to do that, but yes, it would do that. Is what would happen. So
Okay,
you
and
can
then
set
that's,
up those notifications. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Brooke, go
so
ahead.
that's okay. So that's that's within the $3 that you quoted, like all of
Yes.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So here's what's going to happen. If, for example, the employee doesn't show up, let's say they're scheduled at 9 o'clock, and you set a 5 or a 10 minute buffer. Let's just say 10 minutes for this example, and they don't show up at 9:10. What will happen is that you'll receive an email and a text message or both, whatever, letting you know that I didn't show up at Cheryl in this case didn't show up at 9 o'clock. Okay,
Okay.
so you'll know real time right away. Is that what you were
Do you-
referring to? I just want to make sure.
Yes. Do you charge us more for text or no?
Nope, nope,
Nope. Okay.
no, we don't. No,
Okay.
that's all included. That's all included. Okay, good
Okay.
question. Good
Mhm.
question. Yep. So yeah, like I said, it's all set up, and then like I said, it just makes it easy and simple to be able to do that. So now you know what's going on. Okay. So
Okay.
again, just kind of keeping on the timekeeping portion for a second. Obviously, this isn't going to be here because there's not going to be any time off requests. But what's going to, because again, those are going through Bamboo. But what I'm going to be able to do is when I look at the system here, here's the current period, and you're going to see your employees listed here. Let me go right here because I want to see today's entries. Right now, again, you only have 2 employees. So you have Cheryl, who left for 20 minutes. You'll see what's going on here as far as that goes. I'm going to go into another one just briefly, just to show you what it would look like, with a little bit more data in there, so you can kind of
Sure.
see what it would look like. Because again, we have 2 employees that we have. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let's look at today's entries, and here we go. So Mike came in at 7:02, 6:01, and so forth. So this is what you're going to see. Okay, if you want to find an employee, it's easy to do. Just type in right here. Is all you do. Okay, kind of like you were asking about before. So
Okay, so I like that because you can do
okay.
today, like if you want to get a
Yep.
snapshot of a global view, and then,
Exactly.
or if you're just
Exactly.
lazy, like most of my RVPs are, they're just like, boom, I want to do a pay period. I just want to
Yep,
look at the
that's
pay,
right.
and which
That's
is
exactly
fine.
right.
I
Yep.
actually think that's
No.
pretty smart.
Yeah.
So,
No problem. Hey, I want to know everybody that was working April 1st. Bam. Here we go. Okay. Isn't
okay.
that nice? So,
Mhm.
yep, you can go that. It's easy to do. You can sort any way, alphabetical, whatever you want. Okay.
Mhm.
So lots of ways to be able to do that. And we want to make it easy, and we want to give you the views that you need. And again, you can just obviously go to an employee right here. Okay. So very simple, very easy to do. Now this was all the way back on April 1st. Okay, so that's why I know the time is up here. And see how these notes, they just stay right here on the time card. So we archive and store these forever.
Okay.
So you're always going to have access to this information here is what you're going to see.
Okay, and then when it says sort list, I noticed that you have it alphabetically with your drop down menu. Okay, good. I see department, location, supervisor. Okay, okay.
Any way you want, you betcha. Start date,
Okay.
whatever you want to do. Okay? Yeah, you
Okay.
bet. Okay? So yeah, you're obviously going to have access to all this info. Okay, so I'll see. Now I didn't put pay rates in the system. Did you want to put? I can put pay rates in there if you want to. It's not a problem if you would like. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. It sounds like you're doing all the payroll and everything anyway, so it might be helpful too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
very easy, very simple to do. Now, the nice thing about this as well is that, again, just kind of looking at all the information here, is that I'm going to see this information. Let me go to the current pay period here. You're going to see all of your employees listed here. Now, Brooke, refresh my memory. You have supervisors, is that correct?
Yes.
Or managers, or okay, awesome. Now, you as the administrator are going to see everybody. The employees are only going to see their own information. The third view we have is a supervisor or manager view. So, for example, if I'm a supervisor and Mike, Derek, and Carla report directly to me, when I log in, those would be the only 3 that I see. Okay? So you have the ability to do that. Also, if you want to filter out some of these items, you don't want me looking at their pay rates, that's fine. You can filter that out if you want. Okay? So we want to give you complete control to be able to allow your folks to be able to see what you want them to see. Okay?
Okay.
Now, let me just kind of go back to today here and hit go, and then here we go. So here are all my employees here, listed here as far as that goes. Again, what's going on today. Now here are all 12 of my employees in this demo. If I had any missing punches, that's what the M lets me know. The E are the edited or the fixed punches, okay? And then the A right here, those are approvals. Now, this one I only have it set up for the manager to approve, but again, on yours, we'll have the employee, there'll be 2 silhouettes instead of 1. So let's go back to yours real quick, and I'll show you. You'll see that there are, here we go, and so now when you log in, this is what you'll see here. Okay.
Okay.
Then you go to the TimeWorks Plus, look at your employees, and see how there's 2 silhouettes here instead of 1. So now when the employees approve it, this will turn green is what will happen. So let me just go and see. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Will my supervisors have this view?
Your supervisors will have this view just for their own employees is what they'll have.
Sure, that's fine.
You bet. Yep, you bet. And then you're going to be able to see everybody is what you're going to be able to do. Okay.
Okay.
Again, over here, you can search employees as well. Just right from here is what you can do. You can sort all time cards, again, alphabetically, department, supervisor, whatever you want is what you can do. First name, last name, so you have the ability to be able to sort all these things too. Okay. Again, with 2 employees, it's pretty easy. When you have as many as you're going to have, it's a little bit nicer to have those. To me, it doesn't matter if it's alphabetically. I can work that out with 2 employees, but with multiple, it's a little bit easier. Okay. So, okay, just to give you an idea. Now, what's going to happen is that when let me do this here. There we go, and then let me do this and this. I just want to show you what happens here. So on the time card, I'm just going to approve hers just right now, Cheryl's, but it'll just approve until she punches in again. I'm going to approve it. It's going to turn green. Okay? Very simple to do. Now over here on your side, when I refresh this little silhouette right here will turn green as well. So you'll know here in a second it'll turn green. Okay? Also what's going to happen is that I'm going to be able to see here the multi-time editor. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to the wrong place. Yeah, usually it takes just a few minutes, but this will turn green so you'll know that she approved it. Okay? So this silhouette right here will be green, and then when you approve it, it'll be green right here as well. Okay? So just to give you an idea here. Oh, okay, here we go. So right here, it's already turned green on her side here. And then if I want to approve the time card, I can approve all entries. And here we go. We're going to confirm it. Now they're both green. And again, give it a few minutes and both of these will turn green as well. Okay. So again, it's very easy to be able to do that. I'm going to have another, I'm going to put another help in place here. It's called a multi-time card editor. I can do a whole bunch of time cards at one time if I want to. Okay. So see how these turn green over here? So now both of those are approved. All righty. So very easy for me to be able to see. I'm going to see the hours that she's worked and the total hours down here. And again, let me go back to the other one. I'm sorry to keep going between them both, but I just want to give you an idea what it's going to look like more for you. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to see now, so here's that multi-time card approval. I'll set that up for you so you can do a whole bunch of time cards at one time. Okay? Is what'll happen. So you don't have to do them one at a time. Now, when I look at the pay period, and let's look at Tony the Tiger here, and so you'll see everything listed right here. You're going to see the pay rates down here. Okay? So that way I'll know what's going on and I'll know how everything is set up. It'll keep track of overtime and regular hours right here. So again, I'll know what's happening. Okay? So very easy, very simple for me to be able to track all those items.
Okay.
Is what will happen. Now, I can scroll through all the time cards just to kind of see what's going on with everybody. Here you go. This looks good, whatever the case is. Okay? Now, when I look at the time cards, the supervisors approve them. Everything looks great. You approve them if you want to, no problem. Before I finalize my payroll, what I can do is I can run a report just to kind of see what's up here. Okay, I want to run a summary, and I want to see what payroll looks like here before I run it. I'm just going to do it for the last pay period here. I'm going to look at the wages and the dollar amounts, and I'm going to submit this. So now I have a nice clean report here to let me know everything. Okay, Brooke? So very
Okay.
easy for me to be able to see. So here's
Okay.
my payroll right here before deductions. Okay, I can print this out anytime if I need to. I can export this to a CSV, and I can sort this information any way that I want to. Okay, so you have the ability to do that.
Okay.
Ready? Now, when I'm done now, basically what's going to happen is talk to me about you're doing payroll in house. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, I use a small payroll company.
Okay, no problem. And you send it? Do you send it to them in a spreadsheet? Is that what you currently do, or?
Yeah, there's a file application that I
that's
wrote
right.
it. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so here's all you would do with us. So basically what happens when you're ready to run that, you can go out of the place I was just in and just do a summary report, or if you want to send me your file, I can just download an activity file is what I can do for the previous pay period here, and then I can just download it here. One that I have is sum 3 is what I have. I can submit this, and now what will happen is that I can have this in their format is what I can do.
Okay.
So it makes it nice and easy for me to be able to do. So if you send me the information, again, what I will do is I will go ahead and I'll send that to you is what I'll do.
Okay. Can we go through schedules now? I would like to see.
You bet.
Yeah, because here's the challenge.
Yes.
We have operations from Monday to Saturday, and I'm trying to think of how to set up different schedules because employees might work different hours of the day.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to.
Yep. So right now I just have, because we have a couple different schedulers. So it sounds like let me just make sure that I'm clear on this one right here. So right here, I have the basic scheduler that we have in place right now, and that one's easy for me to do. I'm not an implementer or anything, so I can do the basic one. Then we also have an advanced scheduler, so that's what I wanted to kind of talk with you about a little bit. Okay, Brooke? So the basic scheduler is one where your folks are primarily what's going on with those folks is that they're, they have pretty static schedules. They're pretty much the same. And that's what the basic scheduler will do within our system. Okay. We have an advanced scheduler, and what that one will do is that's if the schedules change all the time or pretty dynamic. So maybe this day I'm working, 9 to 5. Tomorrow I might be working noon to 9, and so forth. Is it more the advanced probably that you probably will need as opposed to the basic one? You tell me, Brooke.
Yes and no. I mean, we have, some of our stores are open at different hours. So, and then we have store managers that might work and have a certain day off versus a customer service representative. So I'm thinking, I'd have to look around, but I'm thinking creating several templates kind of based on state. And I don't know if this is the answer. I'm just thinking out loud. But, a Louisiana customer service representative might have a different schedule than a store manager that works in Delaware.
Okay. And the only reason why I ask you, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
But they might, it might modify just a little bit, but not much. I mean, it'll be dynamic, but not to the point of work, like trying to schedule people at Bath and Body Works at Christmas. Not like
Yes. Okay, good. That's what I was wondering. So
Yeah.
this one will be fine then. So, and here's the thing, and the only reason why I ask you is because our advanced scheduler, our basic scheduler sounds like it'll work for you. Our advanced scheduler is more designed for those folks that are at Bath and Body. You can make unlimited amount of templates, as many as you want, just so
Yeah.
you know in here. Okay, so you're on now, just so you know, and I'll show you how to do it in a second here. But the advanced scheduler is designed for those folks who you're talking about there, that, hey, I need my shift covered, I can't come in today, and so can somebody take it for me, and you can send out a text and they can pick it up because the store, that type of thing is what it's designed for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so we're not worried too much about that. Is that right, Brooke? Just so I'm on the same page. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, no problem. And so let me show you what this one does right here, so you kind of have an idea. Because yes, you can make templates. You can do as much as you want to. So and I'll send you over some information on this, how to do this. Okay, but what you're looking at here, right here, I can set, view, or modify by work week. I can make templates right here. And so anyway, I have the ability to do all this. Okay, is what I have the ability to do. And I'll send you some information over so you can kind of play with it a little bit, because this is yours. You'll be able to play inside of it. Okay, Brooke? By the way, I'll also send you some information how to add employees. You can add as many as you want in here. Okay? Bear in mind that if it makes sense to move forward, obviously all the information will come from Bamboo and you won't have to do that anymore. Or if you just want me to put employees in here, I'm happy to do it for you. So you don't ever have to worry about that. Just let me know. I'm happy to do that too.
If we turned on the Bamboo integration, would employees get a notification that,
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we don't want to turn it on yet. So anyway.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Okay. No problem. So I'll send you information I had. It's very easy to do. Okay, so I mean a template here. So like here's a template here type of thing. I can make one. I can add a new template, whatever I want to do. I can modify the template, whatever I want to do. It's very easy for me to do. Okay, just to give you an idea.
Okay. I see.
Okay, very, very simple. And like I say, once they're in there, you're always going to have access to it. You can name them whatever you want, as far as that goes. So again, you let us know what you want to do, and it's very, very simple to be able to do. Okay? And again, I'll send you the information on that so you can kind of play around with it a little bit. By the way, we help you do this at the, setting it up and everything. So we, help you to do these things. The thing is that you know what it is, and we want to give you the help and all the information that you need, and then we're here to help, obviously, as well. You kind of run into a snag, or I wasn't quite sure how to do this, or how do we make sure this works. That's what we're here for too. But during setup, we'll walk through this with you. Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
2 questions. So we have, so with the basic, which seems exactly what I need, that still has the real-time notification, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you'll be able to do all that. Okay.
Okay.
So,
and then number 2, I just forgot what number 2 was.
It's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You would train my managers, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and generally what happens is that we do it webinar style. So we would, let's get them together. We would train you folks, and then ask questions and those type of things, and then we record it, and then we'll send you the recording for reference as well. And then if something does happen, or hey, I wasn't quite sure what to do here, we're here to help you out with that too. Basically, what happens is for 6 weeks, you're assigned to just one of my customer care reps, and they'll just make sure everything's working okay. You can contact them for help, and so you'll kind of have a personal rep for the first 6 weeks, and that's what we find works best, because after you get it down, it's not bad. I mean, as you can tell, like you clock in, you clock out. It's just getting it set up correctly is what is where the challenges are. There's a little nuances, and that's what we do. But again, if you ever need any assistance, there's no extra cost for support or anything. We take care of that for you. Okay?
Okay.
So, all righty. So I will send you this information here. Any other questions at all, Brooke, that I can answer for you? to allow you
No,
to?
no,
Okay.
I think it's
And
good.
I'll send over how to add new employees too. That way you have it as well. Okay. And it'll just
Okay.
be like just a little one pager is all it is. So it's very simple to be
Okay.
able to do.
Okay. Okay.
All righty. Okay, Brooke.
All right.
You let me know if you have any other questions at all. I'll reach out to you next week just to kind of see how things are moving along, and we'll go forward from there. Does that sound okay?
All right. Yeah, it sounds
Thanks.
great. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Brooke. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye-bye.